Special puppy has been warming hearts across Western Washington with her get up and go attitude. Noodle has a spinal injury that has left her unable to use her hind legs, but just give her a pair of wheels and she is off to the races. She has lived at Everett Animal Shelter until she was adopted last month by a couple who just happened to be physical therapists. Please welcome Noodle and her humans, Bree and Kyle Corbin. How are you guys? Hi, Noodle. How's it going? So what led her to the shelter? What happened, do we know?
We just know that she was dropped off by an individual who had found her as a stray, unable to use her back legs. So that's how she ended up at the shelter. And then we heard about her through a friend of mine that lives in Mount Vernon that posts, dog videos all the time and animals that need to be adopted. Exactly. And my husband and I were at lunch actually, and I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw her video and just showed it to my husband, and we immediately looked at each other, and we knew the next day we would be going to the animal shelter to find out about her.
Now, why? What was it in particular?
Oh, she's just so darn cute.
She is. I think she smells my dog on my shoes, don't you? Do you smell Peppy?
We're both physical therapists, and I think we like the challenge and just that she has the disability. We wanted to try to see what we do everything we could to try to get her moving as best as possible.
Well, and you're well equipped to do that because you understand, what the physiology is of this. Now, you think she's about 5 months old, right?
Yeah.
So she's going to get bigger. Who invented or put together the gizmo she's got now? And I love that her tail has a little place to go through her harness.
This is Canine Carts out at Whidbey Island, and they very kindly donated her first cart, which she's already outgrown.
Right.
And then this is her second cart, which she just moved into yesterday.
And it looks like it's got a little bit of adjustability, correct?
Yeah. We took it down to its smallest size on the back here and shortened these, and it can expand quite a bit.
So if we were to let her go, like in my backyard, she'd just go and go and do whatever.
She's very comfortable with it, and this one's a little more heavy, so now the other one she was getting so big it was kind of bouncing around quite a bit.
So that gives her some stability.
Yes.
What do you see in her spirit?
This is the part I think that speaks to Kyle and I the most, because we work with humans who have similar disabilities or even more challenging impairments, and to see their sort of drive and motivation to just keep going, we see that in her too. I mean, she really just wants to live her day to the fullest.
And she doesn't know or care about the difference. She
all.
just goes on with herself, which is just a good life lesson. Is her paralysis permanent, do we think?
We don't know. We're trying to find out. We have an appointment with a neurologist next month to hopefully find out how much an MRI would cost with spinal cord injuries.
She sees the camera. Hello, I'm ready for my close-up.
With spinal cord injuries, it can, basically speaking, you can have a complete spinal cord injury, which means total paralysis, or an incomplete, which means there's a chance for some recovery. So an MRI would let us know, for her rehab purposes, do we work towards recovery or compensatory strategies?
Now, we're seeing some video here. Was this at the shelter?
That was,
Yeah.
At Everett Animal Shelter.
I think that was one of the first days she got her.
Oh my God. Well, no wonder you went to get her. Look
She
at her.
outgrew that.
You can see how much bigger she's gotten.
Yes, you're a big girl. But she, otherwise, just normal dog, does normal things.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, Glennis Fredrickson is here, the Executive Director of Everett Animal Services. Tell us about Noodle coming to you.
Well, she came into the shelter. She was paralyzed. We weren't sure what we were going to be able to do.
And that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and everyone just fell in love with her. I mean, she's got just this incredible attitude, and we posted a video on our Facebook page before she had the cart, and she just zooms all over the place, and we all just absolutely adored her. And then when we were able to get the cart, and we did make her available for adoption, and I mean, we could not have asked for a better adopter than these guys. I mean, it's just a match made in heaven.
These were her right humans. It's not always quick and easy to get special needs animals adopted.
No.
Tell me a little bit about that experience and some of the other animals, cats and dogs that you've got.
So we do have a lot of, we're out on Smith Island Road. We like to say we're on Smith Island of Misfit Pets. This is Bailey. Bailey's almost 12.
Hi, Bailey.
She's a little Maltese.
Look at her.
We've actually had her in our system since about 2012, and then she was adopted and came back with a broken leg.
What?
She had allergies and skin issues. She had ear issues.
Look at
She had to
her.
have her teeth pulled, except for one. So she's actually looking for a home. So we're going to make her available later this afternoon too. But we do
Well-
have a lot of special animals.
You know, I think there are a lot of people who actually do want to take in a dog that they know, or cat that they know might not go quickly. And also, as animals get older, just like people, they deserve to have a warm and loving and caring
Absolutely.
atmosphere. Do you? And I'm going to ask you guys the same thing. Do you have any advice for people who might be thinking about special needs pets, about what you need to be prepared for and the rewards of taking care of them?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, personally, I love the older animals because you can take them home, show them the food, the water, the bed, the door, and you're good.
And they're like, got it, thank you.
Turnkey pets, right? I guess I would recommend that people talk to their vets if they have questions. There's a lot of information on the internet. When we put Noodle, when we put her video out there, it was amazing the number of people that came forward with similar stories of dogs in carts and cats in carts, and it's incredible. The love, the resources, that are out there.
That are out there. And what advice would you guys have? Because it's not an inexpensive thing either to have a dog or cat that has special needs.
Sure. I mean, I think anytime you adopt a pet, you need to make sure it's going to fit with your family sort of unit and lifestyle. Noodle being a special case, when we heard about her, our immediate heart was, let's go get her. But then we came home and made sure, okay, we did some research and looked at resources online and what is available to an animal that maybe can't use their hind legs. And there is a lot of resources in a huge community. Noodle's been on Instagram for a little bit now, and there's so many animals in carts, just like Noodle, all over the world, actually. So it's a great resource to have and people to lean on and to
trade
learn
ideas
from.
with.
Yeah.
Well, and like I said, she's just an inspiration to everybody, because obviously she's just doing her thing, which is a lesson to all of us. And then our little Maltese is having a big yawn fit over there. But let's get her adopted today too. You can contact us or the Everett Shelter to find out. Please visit our website for more on the adoptable pets at Everett Animal Shelter, and also how to follow Noodle, because of course she has an Instagram. We'll be right back.